Hi everyone, Mike the MC bringing the self-care video. Today I'm going to share with you number 284 of the Catechism with the idea of, do we really want to know? Do you want to know? Something to think about. It's like when you learn about the plot of the movie before you even watch it, like, oh my gosh, you ruined it. Or someone gives you the joke and you're like, oh, what does it mean? And then it's like, oh, you tell them the meaning of the joke and it's like, okay, maybe I didn't want to know. Right? This relates to many things as far as knowing too much, TMI, right? TMIF, right? Too much information, whatever. Anyhow, so let me share with you number 284 of the Catechism, and I'll share with you what I mean with respect to where we're going with this. So 284, with respect to information and creation, states the following. The great interest, according to these studies, is strongly stimulated by a question of another order, which goes beyond the proper domain of the natural sciences. It is not only a question of knowing when and how the universe arose physically or when man appeared, but rather of discovering the meaning of such an origin. Is the universe by a transcendent, intelligent, and good being called God? And if the world does come from God's wisdom and goodness, why is there evil? Where does it come from? Who is responsible for it? Is there any liberation from it? And wow, you think, all right, do we really want to know the answer to everything? Do we want to know why we have so many limitations? Why there's blindness? Why is there disease? Why is there so many ailments with life? That's kind of scary, huh? It kind of scares me. And I think, okay, if I'm wanting to know the answer to something, I would hope that, right, the answer, like everyone, would be like, it's a good one. It's an honest one. It helps us advance. It helps us be like, okay, that wasn't too bad. That wasn't painful. That wasn't harmful. Maybe now we can relax and be like, okay, let's just go on with our business. But what happens if you know who, for example, like you're watching a mystery show or a channel, right? And you're like, oh my gosh, I know who the murderer is. I know who the bad guy is. I know what the weapon was and where and this and that and yada yada. Okay, so you're learning the details of the plot. All right, so with regards to creation, learning the details of creation, the plot of creation, right? How do we connect in all those details? Well, the thing is, you and I exist right now in this moment of time, and whether, hopefully you do believe in God or positive energy, creator, whatever your faith background is, but if you're not aware of where you stand right now on this planet, it's like, uh-oh, how am I going to move forward if I'm not even aware of my own foot, what it stands on? And some people will say, oh, the earth is still flat and stuff like that, and you're like, oh my gosh. So there are different levels to truth, and so the thing is, how much do you want to listen? How much do you want to take in? How much do you want to believe in? And what do you want to hopefully discover? And when you answer all those kind of questions, I think what would hopefully bring us closer to God, I would hope so, but more importantly, they help us overcome our negative tendencies to sin, to be bad, to do horrible things. And you're thinking, okay, I don't have to pick my nose anymore because I realize it makes a disease. If I start to eat the boogers, right? Or if I start to fart during class, I realize, maybe I shouldn't do that. And now everyone's going to point at me and be like, it felt good for you, but now we're all laughing at you. So it's like, oh my goodness. And so the thing is, you learn the tolerances of what people want to listen to, what they don't want to listen to. But someone may need to hear the truth. Someone may need to hear the truth that you have, and you got to tell that person. That's hard to do. But what about you being the one that has to listen to good advice? That's hard too, right? Having your whole world collapse around you and then having it rebuilt. That's what I'm driving at. The whole world around you being rebuilt, because now it's like, okay, my whole world is shattered. My facade is destroyed. I'm no longer the most powerful person in the community. I'm no longer the smartest, the brightest, the prettiest, the handsomest, gorgeous, whatever. I'm no longer number one. My whole world is shattered. I got older. I'm getting white hair. I'm starting to cramp. I'm starting to wake up later. I'm starting not to even exercise anymore. I'm starting to break down. See, the truth is a painful one. And so the thing is, with regard to creation, knowing that, okay, life goes on. There's a beautiful system, a beautiful way for us to move forward. And darn it, yes, I know we brought sin into the world when we bit the apple. So now the thing is, trusting in the resurrection in Jesus, we can overcome the negative truth with the positive truth that there is light, there's hope, there's heaven, there's light at the end of the tunnel, that you and I were made for a greater place. And we can, given our time here on earth, do good actions, which I think reveal our character traits, reveal our actions, how we love other people, and how we can treat others with love and respect. And if we're given the opportunity and we do our best, even when we make a blunder, I truly believe we can overcome the negative tendencies with a greater purpose. And that greater purpose is the truth that guides you and I each day. And that is where the change, when you're always wanting to change for something greater, can happen. You can improve your business. You can improve your life. You can get to healthy living. You can let go of the negative habits that keep you down. You can trust in truth, trust in that you can believe it, and move forward. And when a negative person is trying to throw you down, move away from them. Pray for them that they find peace, and that they let go of their negative beliefs as well, and that they are free, and that they can see the goodness in them. Those are things to consider, so let's always pray for the conversion of everyone's heart. That's what's going to lead to the truth. All right, everyone. Hope this one finds you well. It's number 284, the Catechism. Always remember that the more we know the plot to a movie, the more we know truth, it can really hurt. So keep in mind that you can have a tolerance, you can learn some information bit by bit, and then when you're ready to take on more information, I think the time will come when you know when it will be right for you to learn more. And then use that information for good, and trust with humility that in love you can accept the truth, and the truth will set you free. Things to consider. All right, everyone. Hope this video finds you well. Take care. Have a good one.